Tennessee State Capitol building. There's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready up. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
Now they try the right side here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got him. Hey, orbit.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check nine. Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Mike, 180. Here we go, G. Get off the field. I got you.
Mayfield now. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Set, 180, regular. Get that quarterback.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Trying to get it to Landry there. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Check 52. Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. Titans. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to Brown. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them that contract time.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
King. Back.
Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Central West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
60 Pittsburgh. Keep playing hard, fellas.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop the throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He finds Taylor, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That's taken in by Callaway. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ndamukong Suh make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And Walker has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Check. Slide alert. Slide alert. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
218, chop it. King. Hurry.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Check three. Alert!
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He finds his running back, Mixon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. Preston.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now back to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. He's coming.
Mixon with it. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.